Welcome back to Rekt Radio, the only place where you get your crypto news with a side of sunshine and a whole lot of, well, coal.
Let's just call it a reality check, Sonny. And today, the reality is that for every person cheering, there's another one about to get a very expensive lesson in the phrase exit liquidity.
You're impossible. How can you look at this market and see anything but green shoots of glorious opportunity? Ethereum just blasted past $3,000. This isn't just another pump. This is a fundamental shift in the market. The student is becoming the master.
The student is taking on a mountain of debt and calling it an education. Sonny, a price point is just a number. It's a fleeting moment of euphoria. Wait, let me jump in here, because while everyone is mesmerized by the big round number, they're missing the real story.
Which is what? That we're on the cusp of a new season? For the first time ever, Ethereum futures volume has surpassed Bitcoin's. This isn't just retail hype, this is the institutional money, the big derivatives traders, all pointing their cannons at Ethereum. This is the market telling you where the real action is now.
It's the market telling you that a bunch of gamblers are placing leverage bets. That doesn't mean anything for the long-term health of the network. And speaking of the network, let's talk about the Ethereum Foundation itself. First, there were rumors flying around that they were selling assets. Then, Sharplink Gaming comes out and says they bought 10,000 ETH directly from the foundation. Then, the foundation has to put out a statement denying they've been selling assets. It's chaos. Which one is it? Are they supporting the rally or are they cashing out on the way up? You can't have it both ways.
But Cole, you're missing the point. The fact that a gaming company is buying that much ETH directly is a massive vote of confidence in the ecosystem. And the foundation clarified the situation. This is just FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt clouding an incredibly bullish picture. The real story is the tech. They're making huge strides toward a ZK EVM Layer 1. That means a more secure, scalable, censorship-resistant Ethereum. That's the bedrock, the foundation that makes the $3,000 price tag not a ceiling, but a new floor.
More complexity, more problems. Every time they add a new acronym, they add 10 new ways for things to break. While you're dreaming of a decentralized utopia, I'm looking at the next wave of chaos that's building, the stablecoin explosion.
Explosion is the right word, an explosion of growth. Did you see Agora just raised $50 million in a Series A led by Paradigm to build out their stablecoin platform? $50 million! That's serious venture capital betting on a stablecoin future. This is how we onboard the next billion users, Cole, with stable, reliable digital dollars.
Oh, is that what we're calling them now? Because from where I'm sitting, they look like private, unregulated banks. And you want to talk about reliability? Let's look at who's getting involved. You've got Tron, the king of centralized chains, strengthening its role as the world's settlement layer for stablecoins. You have the city of Shanghai, in a country that famously banned crypto, now suddenly mulling its own stablecoin. The irony is so thick you could cut it with a knife. They ban it, watch everyone else build it, then decide they want their own state-controlled version. It's the digital yuan with a different hat.
Exactly. And another thing, it's a sign of legitimacy. Governments and major corporations are finally admitting they need this technology. They tried to ignore it, then they tried to fight it, and now they're joining us. That's a win. Even Binance is getting creative, revealing they're launching Sharia-compliant staking services. They're tailoring products to specific markets. It's global adoption in real time.
Sharia-compliant staking, and let's not forget, also developing the code for a Trump-backed stablecoin before their CEO started bidding for a pardon. You can't make this stuff up. It's a circus, Sonny. A chaotic, unregulated, and frankly dangerous circus where the clowns are running the show and printing their own money.
It's the cost of innovation. It's messy at the start, but it brings us to the next stage of maturity, regulation, and that's a good thing.
A good thing? Is that what you call what's happening in Florida? The state is officially investigating Robinhood over its crypto pricing. Their whole low-cost crypto marketing is under the microscope because, surprise, it might not have been so low-cost after all. This is what I've been screaming about for years. There's no free lunch. Their customers weren't the customers, they were the product.
Hang on, let me jump in here. Yes, finally! This is what we want. We want regulators to go after the potentially shady actors. This is how you build trust. You can't have a multi-trillion-dollar industry operating in the shadows. Cleaning up the space, establishing clear rules, and protecting consumers is bullish for long-term adoption. It gets rid of the exact companies you complain about.
Oh, you think the regulators are competent enough to do that? Look at Malta. They're supposedly a crypto hub, but now the main European watchdog, ESMA, is warning that their licenses might not be good enough for the new MiCA regulations. It's a regulatory mess. They're at risk of not even complying with the rules they're supposed to be experts on. So you have American regulators chasing two-year-old problems at Robinhood, while European regulators can't even get their own house in order. That doesn't inspire confidence, Sonny. It tells me the so-called adults in the room are just as clueless as everyone else.
That's all for this episode of Rekt Radio. Don't let the growing pains scare you. We are witnessing an industry mature in real time. Ethereum is leading a technological charge, stablecoins are building the bridges for mass adoption, and regulators are finally starting to take this space seriously. Stay bullish and focus on the revolution.
My final thought? Look behind the curtain. The price of ETH is soaring, but the insiders are a mess of conflicting stories. Stablecoins are booming, but they're being co-opted by centralizing forces. And regulators are here, but they're creating a confusing patchwork of rules that could stifle the very innovation you're celebrating. Be careful out there. Don't get liquidated. You've been listening to Rekt Radio.